Welcome back! Get the timer.
Were you ready? Because we sure weren't.
Imagine you have to ready yourself to watch a YouTube video. Okay, I got this one. I got this.
You don't sit there and be like, this is going to be really cringy.
Oh, God, okay. Yeah, it's me watching our own videos, yes.
The tongue, the teeth, the lips. The tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips. Got this.
Hubba-da. Okay. Mystery Man, the testimony right now. Oh, I gotta start the timer. There we go.
Are you flustered? I'm not flustered.
There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room once, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used this card. Dummy.
Don't call me that. An ID card record, I see.
I'm ready now. 3, 2,
What's he
1.
do? The judge puts glasses on it. I see.
I have an ID card. Hey, he just fumbles to put on contacts. Oh, God. I can see now. I have an ID card record right here, Your Honor.
Who's 7/4/20? That's lit.
The ID used at 5:14 is that of the victim.
I sit there, just judge. Don't try to be.
Yo, that number is lit.
You're not hip. Just before the crime. Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why were there so few people using this room?
This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases.
Special cases?
Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end.
Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference.
There are only a few cases up for transfer there, and most were cleared up by noon.
Right, I see. I'm gonna yawn now. I already yawned midway through that sentence. Now let us move on to the cross-examination. Do we fill this? Is it gonna be a miracle?
There's
something there. Some in there. There's a, oh my God, there's a... Sorry, I didn't mean to grab your dildo, man.
Yeah, just like rumble your
Slap it out of the way.
Oh, not that one. Not that one.
Leave that one there. If you move it, I'm gonna forget where it is.
Yeah. There's only one thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir.
So unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this to be a rock solid, do you? You believe this to be rock solid, do you?
Yes, sir! So that's so, sir! If my hand wasn't wrapped in bandages, I'd even give the thief a victory sign, sir! But didn't he just use his right hand for that?
Let's hear him out fully. As we've seen, one never knows what he might say until the very last second.
To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card.
What's an ID card?
I don't know!
Is that card hanging from your neck? One of those? One of these ID cards?
Yes, sir! Look, this card right next to my cuff, sir! I keep it here so I won't ever forget it.
But what if someone were to steal it from you? Keeping it out in the open like that?
Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck. Remember when I said 2 out of 3 times my tongue gets stuck when I get out of my car? Well, the remaining time it's my ID card gets stuck. Instead of the door closing, my ID card chokes me.
And I like it. Maybe I should just leave this one alone.
At any rate, each police officer has only one ID card. Both the police department and the prosecutor's office can attest to this.
Maybe I shouldn't tell the public how stupid this police officer is.
This is a private trial.
Please proceed with your testimony. Stupid.
When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. Beep beep.
Even the judge starts insulting him.
Beep beep.
Let it be noted that this is the record the witness referred to. Let me see. Yes. Yes. Oh, good. Oh, this is the record.
Your Honor?
What? Yes, that would be it, Detective Goodman.
What's the matter?
According to this, Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here, mister.
So it is, Your Honor. Not that prosecutor again! Hey, maybe he's all behind all this. Being a prosecutor, you can hide the evidence. Mommy, is that man in blue a murderer? Shh, don't stare at him.
I'll kill you.
You've got this, kids.
You got the wrong kids. Ma'am, that's not your kid. You got the wrong color, kid. That's your line.
You got the wrong color, kid. I just saw kid at the end. I just went for it. Ma'am, those are not your children.
Yeah. How would you know? These are my children.
It would seem the inquiry committee will want to speak with you again today.
I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or their consequences. For now, let us continue with the cross-examination. Mr. Edgeworth, it's be so difficult for him.
I shit my pants, sir, at the scene of the crime! Earlier, I believe you testified...
We didn't find any evidence of that.
when you asked the man to show his ID card. I haven't changed my pants yet! So that's the awful smell.
Smells like a nice breakfast on a new day.
My retirement home.
Smells like Steven next door.
That motherfucker. He cheated us all there.
It's odd to hear a judge that old say motherfucker.
Yeah.
I don't think old people would shorten their words.
This guy's cool.
He pulled a knife on you.
Yes, sir! He didn't show me any ID card, sir!
Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do is show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife.
Maybe he just panicked!
Or maybe he didn't look like the ID card he stole. Everything stems from contradictions. Let's point them out.
Straight! What do you think?
I'm confused.
What?
What do you think? I don't think! The problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious. Not like Edgeworth to miss something like this.
You're thinking too hard about it. Come on, let's show them what we've got. Alright, what am I doing?
Alright, I'm taking my pants down. They said show them what I got.
Okay, your items in your pants. Well, it's Goodman's ID that was found in the prosecutor's office.
No, that was inside. That wasn't in my pants.
Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Actually, well, that was inside of the room. There was
That was inside my pants as well.
Goodman died from lost blood. One knife wound died within 4 p.m. You have the SL9 notes there. You don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care.
I'm gonna assume it's gonna be the ID card because that's what we're talking about.
Liminal testing fluid, ID card record. Here's everybody that showed up.
Except for one.
Except for one number. We don't know that number. Yeah. Don't care. Goodman's lost item report. It's a half-written document dated 2/21. This can only be submitted to the chief of police.
Couldn't even finish his ID. What an idiot.
Why?
Because he was strangled.
Oh, got it.
Probably because he was missing his ID.
Fuck. Hold on.
You clicked it too many times, so you're just like, you're an idiot! Think! Wait one moment, Officer Meekins.
I'm not gonna wait, sir.
I know. Trust me. I had the victim's ID card right here. Found it at the crime scene.
That makes sense. That's where he was murdered.
Yeah.
Yes.
When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. Idiot judge. I mean the other crime scene.
Hey!
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Continue.
The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Even Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card.
The lost item report. It's only half completed.
But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important to fill out this report.
Let me guess. You believe there's something to be his ID card, right?
Can't say for sure, but there's a high probability. I mean, on the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his ID card.
Rabble, rabble, rabble.
Even the judge is like, wow!
Whoa! I didn't expect that!
This guy is freaking smart.
What a twist!
Oh.
Order! Order! So now, what does this all mean?
It can only mean one thing. Doesn't even require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card.
His ID card.
He's here again!
His ID card.
He's in the wall!
I planted it there.
Is he dead now? Is that a ghost reverb?
No, I'm using the speaker system.
You know you don't have to exhale so hard when you stop talking.
I just lost the motivation for it all. Ever since I lost that one time.
Which time? You mean the time I beat you, or the time his dad pointed out something you do bad? Which time?
Those times sucked.
But it felt great to kill that son of a bitch.
Really felt good to pull that trigger. Is that Miles Edgeworth?
Order!
Have you done any forging yet? No, I haven't. Do some forging!
Starts taking a ruler to his hand. Wrong!
No, he's supposed to be in jail right now. I'll go to jail when I'm dead!
Don't worry. I brought the guards with me!
They're quite nice, actually.
Just standing at the door so he doesn't try to make a run for it. We don't care what he does as long as we got an eye on him. Our boss doesn't get upset.
He also fixed my shoulder. I got the bullet out. It feels much better now.
Almost half of my muscle had deteriorated from that area. That's why I used a stun gun on
It's the only good weapon.
Phoenix. You tased Phoenix.
Oh, that wasn't mentioned in court.
I did, and it felt great.
Yeah, that was great.
You should try it.
Order! 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 Does the prosecution have a response?
No.
I have only one thing to say to the defense. Bravo, Mr. Wright.
So I was about to say good job. Bravo.
Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room, Officer Meekins, encounter was not Detective Goodman.
Did Edgeworth not remember what happened in flashbacks either?
There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright?
Yeah. What's he up to?
That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder.
Well, I guess that's right.
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago, you seemed content to be pointing your finger around.
This isn't gonna end well.
No. Allow me to put my finger. Well. It seems you've finally realized exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove.
Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth!
The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means a murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime.
So
So the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. The murderer being Miss Lana Sky, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used the murder weapon. Is that right? Sounds like an old man.
Kidney stone!
Knew that testimony was too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning. We brought up the video just so he could look at me and tell me, we know it's fake. So we're only focusing on the one murder. Damn you, Edgeworth.
The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Like, who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? And where did this person disappear to? Next time on Dragon Ball Z! However, this isn't an anime. This trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman.
Just so, Your Honor. That's right! Have to do something, no else. Lana.
What do I do? How am I supposed to get myself out of this mess? Object! I'm going to bring up the fact that the SL9 glove and the SL blade were found in two different areas and they both are involved in the same case.
That's a good thought, but we're not doing that.
If that was the ever most later.
Yeah,
this is a different one. I mean, that would be a fair objection. Why was two pieces of evidence found on two different crime scenes?
Yeah.
One was hidden in a muffler. What about Your Honor? I'll look at the evidence again. I'm sure I'll find out real quick.
What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you just proven.
No, of course not. I shat myself, but I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap.
What are you talking about?
My pants, they're soiled. This cross-examination has proven one thing, and one thing only.
Let's talk about the trap.
The security video did not show the actual murderer.
I think that you shitting yourself is quite plausible.
If I could have kept a straight face and not chuckled through that, that would have been an even better line delivery of, I shat myself. That's what I'm talking about.
He's dead! You still haven't found what that last thing is.
I know, the light was on. There's the glove that was keeping the locker open. Did Meekins shit himself too? That the thing?
Yeah, that's a very integral piece of evidence.
However, it cannot be said that this is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. I found a dead body. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor?
If this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident.
I got you now, you son of a bitch. This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand.
Adrian Beltre?
Chuck Norris.
Oh, I was naming Texas Rangers.
Because he is a Texas Ranger.
That's right.
You know the TV show, Texas Ranger? That's Chuck Norris. Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness.
Oh, whom do you have in mind?
Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth. Truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room.
The prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply.
Very well then, Mr. Wright. This person whom you would have testify, what is his or her name?
Clint Eastwood.
You got it.
Officer John Marston.
What?
Touch?
Touch? Why him?
can't let Edgeworth know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say.
The prosecution agrees to the defense's request.
Because it's
Even though it's obvious he's hiding something. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department.
I'll tickle him for the answers.
We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare.
Very well. The court will take a 30-minute recess since you only need 20 minutes and I'm hungry. The witness is subpoenaed. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time?
We will. Mom.
Oh, honey, thanks. Court is now in recess.
Yeah, so I got this badge for playing Call of Duty for... That's the face of disappointment. And I got this badge for prestiging in Call of Duty. And I got this other badge.
I won the Nintendo World Championship in 1990. I was very good at Mario 3.
Oh, so you're the Donkey Kong champion.
Oh, that's German 985.
The greatest game player in the world?
Yes. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? The guy who can't read an analog clock. Because he was high.
I mean, well, let's be real here. We also, the guy who calls him the greatest game player, the greatest player in the world, also used a machine that had illegal technology on it. But we won't go into detail of that.
Well, he was self-proclaimed. Stop! We can't get sued. Stop it.
If we get sued, I'll go straight to Moist Critical himself. He already appeared in court once for this dude. I'll have him appear again.
For an odd testimony. An ace attorney testimony, really.
So you talked about farting on him, did you?
Yeah. No.
You gonna fart on him, John?
Yeah.
I love the fact that he was honest. Even in his video, he's like, I was honest, too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was honest doing my testimony. It can't exactly be the most insane thing.
Well, I was meaning the fact that he was saying it in his video. Yeah, I mean, true. I'd fart on him.
Yeah.
How do you not laugh in court watching that? What do you mean?
You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you figured out everything. You figured.
Rudy.
If it seems like you figured everything out.
I haven't figured anything out. Shit, did I find something out that she hasn't let on to?
Lana, you're the one who knows everything. Emma. Lana, you always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you.
Emma.
I don't recall ever asking for his protection. How can you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me?
No. Moving on now. Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. It just shoves her to the side. What's going on? Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later. I'm sorry. Wait, Detective Gumshoe! What is it? You got a lot of nerve, pal! Making a detective run all around while on duty.
Anyway, I wanted to say hi. Oh, I see you later.
I brought you steak from Hibachi. And some shrimp. And a delectable fried rice.
Well, that's all for me.
And that weird seafood sauce that tastes incredible, but nobody has any idea what it is. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals.
Sorry, Detective.
You better be, pal. Hey! I didn't see you there! Chief Prosecutor's guy!
That's okay. So, have you brought what I asked?
Just gonna start barking. Oh!
You mean this, right?
My apologies, Detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request.
My name! Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Could I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I need them even by noon. Talk about crazy.
Crazy!
The SL9 incident.
But Lana, that's... I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I brought them. I had them brought here. Here.
Hey, that's my lie.
You might do well to read them.
Can't believe you were the chief prosecutor. We're a witness in that case.
This guy was a
witness?
It's not incident files. We filed for the Joe Dark killings solved 2 years ago. Yep.
Take it from me. You don't want anything to do with serial murder.
Well, let's look at it anyway. The SL9, the perpetrator was Joe Dark. The crime was serial murder. He killed Captain Crunch, and his sentence was death. The victims: Edward Jones, Jason Knight, Edith Kirby, Rachel Moss, Jeb Bates,
Hey, Neil Marshall.
and Neil Marshall. Trial data: head prosecutor was Miles Edgeworth. The witnesses were Lana Sky and Emma Sky. The investigation task force: the executive investigators were Damon Gant and Lana Sky, while the head investigator was Bruce Goodman, and the smaller, tiny investigators were Jake Marshall and Angel Starr.
There's a lot of names in that to process.
Yes.
I bet that'll.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Now that I brought you your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me? Emma, but why? Why is your name in here?
What? My name's in there? I don't know. Unless... No, it couldn't be. Lana, this SL9 incident, is that...
Yeah, we killed her papa.
That's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as the Joe Dark killings. Joe Dark? No. No, Lana. That's over with. No!
She passed out. Emma, wait! She ran away.
After passing out, that's quite incredible.
Yeah, you know what? I just remembered. I gotta be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I gotta get out of here. I got like a dentist appointment at Hibachi in like 2 minutes. Gotta be there.
Dentist appointment at a...
What?
Japanifornia is pretty cool.
Yeah, you can get your teeth cleaned while you eat
Yeah.
steak and shrimp and fried rice. Jake Marshall, Angel Starr, Damon Gant, Miles Edgeworth. Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't be just a coincidence.
Knowing you just might be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck.
I better take a good look at this file.
You already did.
Is it gonna turn out? Theory number 2.
Okay, yes.
Goodman
Yes.
faked evidence
Okay.
and is the actual Joe Dark killer.
He was the serial killer this entire time. Okay.
That's the second theory.
Yeah.
I don't know if that'll line up with the videos you've made, but that is my next theory that I've come up with. That he was the serial killer.
And how's that do with like the happenings of this case?
I think his plan was probably to kill Lana.
Okay, and Lana defended herself?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would think he went after Lana and Emma, which is why Emma freaked out so much about mentioning the Joe Dark killer.
Yeah.
The court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
We didn't come back.
Ow! Allow me to connect. Fuck! I stubbed my toe. Hold on.
Allow me to connect you to the next witness. He's on my phone.
Allow me to call the next witness to the stand. The officer in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime.
And he's drinking in court.
For this, please state your name and occupation.
name's Jim.
Me, partner? Oh, I'm just a man, same as you, wandering the trails of civilization. The trails, I mean. Occasionally helping the elderly cross intersections when needed. Yes, we get it.
Oh, I know! You're a patrolman!
As for my name, if you listen hard enough, you can hear the howling wind calling it out. To be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor.
Well, let's hear him out. Just hold on a second. Jake Marshall.
Jake Marshall.
Holy shit, the wind called it out.
Jake Marshall.
That's not the wind. He's behind you, Marshall.
This old cowpoke.
This is just
Why is he still
Betty.
here?
Wandering her days all alone.
No drinking in court!
Grumpy old cow, Betty. Grumpy old cow.
Thank God I always keep a second flask.
Give me that one too!
Thank God I keep a third.
Like SpongeBob in a
Yeah,
clock
the
in
clock,
Squidward's room. Howling wind. I've never heard Edgeworth described that way before.
Now, Mr. Marshall, let me ask you something. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime took place. Is this correct?
Edgeworth, are you having strokes today or like mini seizures?
Go into the papers, partner.
What do you mean?
Desperado's soul is as boundless as the desert sands. No paper can sum it up.
Oh, the desperado. Antonio Banderas is here?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's best we get on with this quickly. He's clearly drunk. Please share with us your testimony of the day of the crime. In plain old English.
Thouest I was thereist.
Thou have my heart.
My job was to keep a wary eye on that bone orchard.
My jobbeth was to keep thine eye out.
They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security cameras anyway. If I remember right, I was at a street side saloon the time it went down. I'm just an innocent traveling man. If you're out of ammo, it's time I hit the trail.
I hit that dusty old tray.
Can't say I particularly care for your attitude, mister.
I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining.
I've been growing this beard for years.
Wait a minute. What do you mean by 2 security systems?
I mean the security cameras and the ID card reader. I reckon even a cowpoke like you knows about those.
Yeah, well, what about the fingerprint activated locks on the evidence lockers?
Fingerprint activated locks. What kind of newfangled doohickeys are those?
It's not being very helpful.
He's not that good with machines or with following orders. Everyone's got their weaknesses, now don't they, Mr. Prosecutor?
Boring.
This one seems like trouble. Okay, Mr. Wright, he's all yours. Let him have it. Give it to him.
And you will give it to him in.
Nighttime?
Thank you for watching this episode of Ace Attorney. This is Ace Attorney. Make sure you like, subscribe, and let me know if I'm doing me up with juice.
It's Persona, so it's every day.
Bye. Doing Persona? Persona 4 now. We launch the game now.